Thank you very much, Peter. I thought you were going to give us a rendition there, but we didn't have it. And I assure you I'm not going to sing either. I do want to obviously welcome you all to Belfast and to Titanic Belfast, a venue which of course illustrates in great detail the history of maritime engineering and innovation here in Northern Ireland. And I'm very proud of the fact that we have reclaimed that whole story about Titanic and about how she was built and all of the engineering ingenuity that took place in and around that time just a century ago, and indeed the way in which I hope it inspires our innovators of the future. And of course, as Minister of Enterprise, Trade and Investment here in Northern Ireland, I have a special interest in what's been discussed here over the next few days. Technology and renewable energy are both very strategically important for us here in Northern Ireland, and technology has untapped potential for the economy to be more innovative, to of course be more productive and competitive, and marine energy gives us the potential to use fewer resources and to reduce environmental impact. Both share the potential to provide real economic opportunities at a time when global economies are recovering. And it's lovely to be able to say that, recovering from a prolonged recession, because for so long we were talking about the fact that we were still dealing with that recession. But I do think that we are stabilising and recovering now. Innovation, of course, is the heartbeat of a dynamic economy, and the Northern Ireland Executive has placed innovation at the core of its drive to rebuild the economy. My own department has been leading on the development of our own innovation strategy for Northern Ireland, and fundamental to this strategy is open innovation and collaboration, something which is immensely important and relevant, of course, to you here today. And indeed, if I may say so, there's a very good example of open innovation and collaboration. In fact, the SmartOcean programme itself is a great example of what can be achieved through collaboration of different governments, universities, and of course of companies as well. And I do firmly believe that industry academic collaboration is essential if we are to achieve our aspirations to transform Northern Ireland into one of the most innovative regions in the UK. So the rapid rise of innovation in technology and the emerging opportunities coming from the marine sector really does offer considerable scope and indeed opportunities for those companies who are willing to find new innovative ways of working and developing. And thankfully we are in a good position to take advantage of these opportunities. And I have worked and will continue to work on ways to take technology and indeed renewable energy forward. Back in 2008, when I first came into this job, would you believe, over 5 years ago, Matrix, the Northern Ireland Science Industry Panel, published a series of foresight reports which identified the key future global market opportunities which companies here in Northern Ireland could exploit. And one of the principal conclusions was that technology proved crucial to underpinning the further development of all of the other sectors in Northern Ireland. Then just last year I tasked Matrix with identifying how we could deliver maximum benefits to businesses and indeed help the local economy to avail of opportunities from the sustainable energy sector. And the panel identified intelligent energy systems as an area where we could take a leading role, and an area again where technology needs to play a leading part. So my department, Invest Northern Ireland, my regional development agency, and other key stakeholders are already working together to implement the recommendations of that Matrix report and to ensure that the right frameworks are in place to create success. An example of creating the right strategic framework was our support of the first deployment of commercial-scale offshore renewables in Northern Ireland waters. And nearly a year ago now, I was very pleased to welcome the Crown Estate's announcement of development rights. And this signalled the successful culmination of significant activity by my own department and indeed other stakeholders as well. 3 consortia were successful. First Flight Wind, who are now taking forward a 600 megawatt offshore wind project off the County Down coast. And Tidal Ventures and Fairhead Tidal are each separately working on a 100 megawatt tidal project off the north coast. And since the Crown Estate announcement, our coordinated and collaborative approach has continued both at strategic level and also indeed at project stage as well. And the 3 consortia are now undertaking the necessary stakeholder engagement, the research, the survey work, as they seek to gain their statutory consents and licences. And I just actually had a meeting with First Flight Wind yesterday in relation to their consents and their stakeholder engagement. So the research and survey work in and of itself is using innovative products and methods from companies and universities to collect and analyse that all-important data, to forecast and indeed monitor weather and seabed conditions. And that's only a few of the things that they're looking at. So for me, today's SmartOcean Forum happening here at Titanic Belfast is happening at a very opportune time for us. Our recent Northern Ireland Investment Conference held in this very room successfully highlighted to an international business audience the strengths that we have to offer, and that was a tremendous occasion which our Prime Minister came over to. And it showed, as we continued to build on our traditional strengths of engineering excellence and indeed our long history of innovation, that we're also developing new skill sets to meet the needs of a fast-changing world of technology. And the economic and technology opportunities that exist and the strength of Northern Ireland's offering in innovation is very exciting, and I'm very proud of our success to date. But of course, there's always much more to do. I strongly believe that there are many opportunities to build and to work together, and I hope to be able to welcome many of you back to Northern Ireland in the future. When I started in this job, I thought collaboration was counterintuitive to competitive businesses and how they worked in an economy. But I've learnt over my time as Economy Minister that those companies, those groups, those stakeholders that collaborate in a meaningful way actually find more opportunities to work together and actually to compete in those areas they need to compete in, but to collaborate and find new opportunities. And I think from a European perspective, that's exactly the type of strategy that Horizon 2020 looks at in the future. So I hope that you all seize the potential that will present itself over the next few days and beyond, obviously to collaborate, but to develop innovative solutions for a new and exciting conference. I know you're here for a few days, but I'll take off my economic hat and put on my tourism hat. I do hope that you also have a chance to look around and enjoy the scenery. I would say enjoy the weather, but at least it's not raining. It's quite bright out there. And enjoy your time in Belfast. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you.